Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Terraria. I'm Demanticore, and in this episode, I'm just going to review some of the things I've been working on off screen. Firstly, I got a new tenant, the Witch Doctor, which I believe comes along, correct me if I'm wrong, I think when you get poison darts or something like that, something around the bee, queen bee. So I've created a cactus skyship, and I said I would make the skyships out of rare materials, and cactus isn't particularly rare, but I just thought cactus with thorns and all just seemed like the perfect fit for the witch doctor. Their name is Ua. Don't know if it's male or female, and they provide an imbuing station. So I haven't really used imbuing flasks much in the past, so I'll create one of those at some point. I've got a blowgun which uses seeds to shoot. 27 range damage is pretty great. Slow speed, weak knockback though. And there's a bunch of fountains here, which I think when you place them and maybe connect them up to a switch perhaps, it changes the color of the water outside, so I might have a look at that at some point. The hallowed water I think would be really nice. I'd love to have the water around the boat as that. And I've taken to using the dresser of these ships to store all the items for that particular material, which is just a great way of dividing things up. So that is the next skyship that's been made. Also, I've just done a little bit of sorting of things. I've gone and put my dyes over here. I put a dresser in my room and a chest there with all the dyes. I've got another chest here for gear, since I was getting a lot of that. And a chest here that I'm going to start stocking with all the boss summoning items. I did a bit of, since the last episode, I did a bit of exploring in the jungle, and I went a bit too far. I'm sorry, I hope you can forgive me. Overdid it a bit much. I'll show you how far I explored. I'm not really sure what I was doing. I was really just going with the flow and just harvesting more materials, really. What I saw though is, so after that queen bee fight, I had a look to see what you can make with the spores and the vines and all that sort of stuff. You can make a lot of gear. There's a whole jungle armor set which is better than the armor set that I've got at the moment. I made a agile hornet staff, so that summons this little hornet fella here who fights for me, which is great. I'm very much a summoning type of person. It's a sort of class I always love to play in most games. It's not a great fighter, really. It doesn't really do a lot of damage. Like, it shoots, it does about 5 damage, and then the shots are poisonous, so it does about 1 damage or every half second or so. So it's good. Like, I went and did some fishing by the ocean, and it was great for just keeping some of the enemies off of my back. Got a bit too distracted with the enemies in the ocean, so I kept getting zombies come up behind me anyway. But it still meant that all that time that I was fishing, there was just lots of corpses and money and everything getting left around. Now, how much money have I got? So I've bought a few things. I've set up this new arena here. So this is where I'm going to be fighting the queen. I'm going to grind the queen bee a bit in this arena, and it's set up so that the water bolts should bounce a bit and give me far more coverage than I've had previously. I'm going to put up a heart container and a star container. I found out it's the star in a bottle that provides mana regen. I didn't realize that before. I had to look that up. I'm going to need to make some torches to make a campfire down here. So there's a lot of things from the queen bee set, items that she drops. In particular, the whole, I'm not sure if she drops or I end up making it from all the honey bits. There's an armor set, and altogether it increases the number of summoned creatures. So I'll be able to have 2 hornets running around me at a time. I can only have 1 right now. 2 would actually be, I think, a good significant difference on my damage. As you can see, damage per second up here, it sits around about somewhere between 5 and 10 when it's just the hornet just shooting his way Probably more if he shoots individual creatures and gets different creatures poisoned. So I'm really working towards getting the bee suit. It'll probably replace my bride outfit as my appearance. I just want to get that good summoning gear. So I'm going to fight the queen bee once more here. Also, so in my exploration, so in my map, here's the hive here. That's where the first queen bee was. So I just went carrying on through, travel. I found another hive. Now, previously, I thought there was only ever one hive in the jungle, and I was always very lucky to find it, or I took a really long time finding it. But there is actually more than one hive per jungle, I guess, for a medium map. And I found another one over here, and another one down here. This one here, I mistakenly summoned again by shooting water bolts into it. So that was another unprepared fight, which I think I won that one on the first go. Then there was some more mine tracks. Minecart tracks here and here, 2 layers of it. There was a rich mahogany living tree here, which gave me just the same as that other leaf wand in the wood wand. Gave me a rich mahogany wand and a rich mahogany leaf wand. Can't remember if there was anything else in that. Traveling through, I found so it was actually off this one. This is how I found this hive. So there was a whole gold room here made out of gold bricks with a chest in it. I can't remember what I got in that. And then there was another one just over here somewhere there. So I can go get those gold bricks for materials. Don't know why. Each time I've saved and loaded this game a few times, and I don't know why it's actually showing all the where I've explored before. It's never done that before. It's always reset the map, so I don't know what's happening there. So at some point I'm going to go down there and I want to harvest a lot of jungle spores again. Getting stingers, jungle spores, honey blocks, hives, things like that to make more of the bee sets. So I'm gonna summon the bee queen now. See how I go. I brought potions. I'm gonna use the iron skin. I'm gonna use this regeneration I've been holding on to for a while, even though I should have tons of regeneration now. I'm gonna use the night owl right now. I brought a bunch of bombs in case I want to start throwing those about. I forgot the book. I wanted to collect more vines. That's something else I need to do. I think that's it. So I've got 6 of these fellas to do a bit of grinding up this boss, so I can get all the other things. I think from the that second queen bee that I came across, that I mistakenly opened the bottle for. I think I just got actually the same as what I had previously. I might have got the staff from that one, but I got, I think, a gun and same honeycomb cloak thing accessory. I didn't bring mana potions. Dang. Also found out why I'm running out of mana so fast is because I move and cast so fast. There's apparently a little bit of a delay from after casting and moving for your mana regen to kick off. Oh, no, I don't want to use that one. Already got my hornet out. Mana! Give me the mana! Good, good, good. I also finished the arena, my battle arena, just to the west of the ship. I've encased, I've added another layer, encased it in glass, and given it a stone slab bottom as well. That's awesome. That's what I like about the rebounding. Beautiful. And I put some, you'll see there's some stone down the bottom as well. Wow, that is really taking a lot of health off her. Brilliant. What do I get? Zealous Beekeeper. Is that the same as my other stuff? Honeycomb Bee Hat. Ah, it's a sword. Summons killer bees after striking your foe. Small chance to cause confusion. 26 melee damage. That's nice. Alright, so that's... I'm just going to be doing a lot of that from here on. Until I've got all the items. So I'm just going to summon another one, and I'm going to do this in fast forward. So I will see you when I run out of Bee-mination, fellas. Cheers. Alrighty, so I hope you enjoyed that. Some of those fights took longer than others. In particular, it kind of all depended on how long she stopped to shoot little bees at me, because obviously I was getting a lot of mana regen from killing bees and having little stars fall down on top of me. So it meant I could just keep the water bolts going, I have succeeded in getting an entire bee outfit. Little bee hat, little bee shirt, little bee pants. Love it. It's so awesome. I've equipped the spiked honeycomb, which I didn't really see that work. Like there was too much going on to see what that was doing. So I can see, yep, I can see a little bee coming off them there. So that all helps increase my DPS a bit. And I was using my sword when I ran out of mana. The Zealous Beekeeper, which was a great little weapon. Once again, didn't see the bees coming off it. So I got a Murderous the Bee's Knees bow, 28 range damage, 7% critical strike chance, fast speed, very weak knockback, wooden arrows turn into a column of bees. And there's some pretty good stats on that too. Hive 1, which places hives and consumes hives, so that's just like the leaf and the dirt wand. Things like that. Nectar, equipped with summons a baby hornet, so I put that on. So I've swapped out my little fish pet, and I have a little baby hornet running around me, which doesn't do anything for me. It's probably going to make me mistakenly think I've got my hornet out when I don't. What else did I get? Anything else here? I got lots of honey beeswax. Still got a few stingers left over. I'm not really sure there's anything else I can get. Didn't get any more guns, interestingly. Yeah, so I think that's me all done for bees. I'll sell a few of these extra bits that I'm not going to use. Heck, I might even try putting on this Murderous Bee's Knees for a little bit. I'm going to go now and... Well, actually no, let's go down and get some more bits and bobs that are down here. And wait till night time. Wait till it gets closer to night time. And then go summon the Eye of Cuckoo Cuckoo, because I have not done that yet. I need to do a little bit of grinding the Eye of Cuckoo Cuckoo for Demonite ore and whatever else it's got to give. I've only killed it the once. So one of the things I did earlier to make things a little simpler was do a shaft straight down into the first hive, so that it goes down there, just to make things a little bit easier, since this pathway goes a little around and round and round to get down. But I just wanted to check to see if there was any spores that might have spawned. I think they can actually respawn. It just seemed like that to me sometimes, that I'd go back to a place that I'd been before and there was spores there again. Now this is where I was harvesting a lot of honey blocks. I was finding that when you have the honey fall from above and there's water coming in from the side, it just sort of made a really fast factory of mining out honey blocks. I also drowned here, not paying attention to my breath meter, so I had to come back and get my tombstone for that. I've got a few more tombstones. I'm down to a level 3 in my burial mound at the moment. So let's just go down here. I'm going to use my Night Owl potion, make it a little bit easier to see. I need some lead. I keep running out of it. Oops. Potion. I'm not sure if there's any sort of anti-grinding calculation, though. Like the fact that I just did 6 bee queens together in a row. I don't know if I got like reduced rewards chances for doing each one, like some games have that. But I was satisfied just being able to get through a lot. Get my full bee outfit, which has the dye on, but you can't see it as well, I don't think. There's my bee's knees bow, which did pretty good. Can't pick up my arrow though. 'Cause I'm using flaming arrows. I've got unholy arrows. That's not gonna bee's knees as much. Still does a good amount of damage though. It's alright. Where am I going? So there's a whole living mahogany room up there. Don't remember what was in that chest. I haven't really been fussed about getting silt lately. A bit over that. Do I have room to put my lenses? I don't need you, mud. Let's put the unholy arrows back there. So I can start picking up these arrows. Might see what they do. And let's rearrange things a bit. So maybe the jungle spores don't actually respawn. I was wrong about that. And I died from a piranha because my health was so low. I lost 29 of my gold. Dang, yo. Probably a good time though. My inventory is getting pretty full and it should be... No, it's 11 AM, so there's still lots of daytime left. Alright, so let's restock the shelves. Where's all my ore? Ore. No, must have put it in. Right, so let's I'll keep only one of these things. Got a nectar, stingers, the beekeepers, keep my zealous and sell the others. Sell that one. Bee nades, sell the bees. Pants. Should get a bit amount, good bit of gold from this, I reckon. Hey. Mana. Yeah. 24 silver, that's not a lot. No silver leaf for the pants. These knees, 54 silver. Okay, so I'm not really getting a lot. It's a pity. Let's put you up there. Where's my potions? I've stacked my potions away. Wedding dress. I've got to make a lot of more mannequins and womanikins and more shield weapon rack things. 2 gold for that fella. 3 gold for that fella. But what I'm thinking of doing is putting all these weapon displays into the burial mound. Put one above each shrine. But it means figuring out what space, how to space everything out. Still 11 AM, it's only going dark because it's the storm. Let's head back. Yeah, so I need to figure out what space, how I'm going to space out my burial mound, and also choose a material to turn it into a pyramid, my own little pyramid. I'm inclined to use silver at this point, which really I should be mining a lot more silver and silt if I want to do that. But I'm also inclined to wait until hard mode to see what other materials I can get there that might make a really good pyramid material. I'll make it all out of one, I think. One material rather than, unless I like use a different sort of material for the edging. Heavy Hornet minecart. There's my fighting Hornet. Haven't really been using my bee gun at all. Let's take the fast track down. Manty didn't bounce. Alright. That happened. I'm gonna go back and get my money, my tombstones. Join me for the next episode where I'll do more Eye of Cuckoo Kachu and some more spore hunting. Hope you've enjoyed it. Cheers.